640, 67 degrees. It was cool yesterday. Not cool for me, but I bought a bike that I knew I shouldn't have bought because I heard it made a clunk sound, and on that particular brand of bike, I know that means a starter clutch, and that means $1,000. It's just, I knew not to buy it, but the guy lowered the price $1,500. It's like, and I went ahead and stupidly bought it. I'd driven a long way, and I really wanted it to work out, but anyway, beautiful bike, absolutely stunning bike, 1100cc Yamaha Vulcan, low slung, just it's beautiful. I don't think there's a scratch on it. Well, maybe a little chip. But anyway, this guy he bought a bike from us, but he really decided he really wanted this one. And so he came back yesterday to try to trade. And I'd been hearing it make a noise, so I knew something was up. But the bike, even earlier that day, I had started it. It started right up, no problem. It's always started up right, no problem. Always started just perfectly, no problem. But it makes that clunky sound, which means it's probably a starter clutch. But our mechanic said it may never go out. So we chose to go ahead and sell it and let people hear it when they come to buy it and take it from there. Anyway, long story short, I went over to start the bike for him, and A, it wouldn't start. B, it was really clunking, clunk, 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 like something was really, and then I got it started. So I thought, well, that's crazy. So I took it down the road to warm it up, brought it back, shut it off, it wouldn't start again. And it's still making a clunk, clunk, clunk. I'm like, well, fuck. And then it started, so I put it in the garage. And he still wanted to make the deal. And, but he couldn't make it that night. He had to wait for the title to come back on it. But anyway, moral of the story is, I believe God made that bike or angels or whatever fail because he would have taken that, traded me a perfectly good bike, and got home and the fucking thing blown up on him. So better us than him, you know. And then we would not have known, you know, if he broke it or blah 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 blah, you know. So anyway, moral of the story is, I called him up at home and I said, you know, this thing's broken. If you want it, $1,600, and you can have it, and you can fix it because we're pretty sure it's broken. So we'll get our money out of it eventually. God always works that stuff out, and he won't get stuck with something that's a problem. And so I count. That's a miracle right there, because that bike is started every single time. First try, no problem. So I don't know, that may seem like a negative miracle, but in the long run, well, not even the long run, I'm very happy with it, the result so far. So anyway, if he was a mechanic, it'd be a different story, but he's not. And fixing a clutch plate on that bike is, well, you probably pay $800 to $1,000 paying a mechanic to do it, and then they have it probably for 3 months. I don't know what it is with motorcycle mechanics. We left a four-wheeler at a guy. We're trying out a new mechanic. Left it with him for a month before he got to it to tell us, you know, after 5 minutes of checking it, that he couldn't fix it, and he wanted $200. So we had to pay him $200 just to get the bike back from him, totally not even fixed. And we lost a whole month. And we just sold it as is. Some of them you lose on, you know. That's just the way the game's played. Anyway, so something negative can happen, but it's still a positive. It's all in how you look at it. And, somebody channel these psychics. They can channel people. This girl was channeling Jesus, and I thought it was funny because one of the first things he said is, he didn't like to be called Jesus because that name has been used in really bad contexts. But he didn't say, call me Yeshua, but they were calling him Yeshua, but I don't even know if that's his name. I've heard Esho, E-A-S-H-O-A, I think. Esho could have been his name. Nobody knows. There were no last names back then. This I know. Cooper! Coop! Oh, damn it. Cooper! Oh, God. You can't take your eyes off these fuckers for 10 seconds. Cooper! Coop! Cooper, what are you doing over there? Thank you, God. Anyway, Yeshua, I wish I could tell you the website that was. I subscribed to it, so maybe I'll remember later. But, hey, Ollie, if I could get this cheese open, I'd give you some. I really would. Jesus, are you kidding me? Sorry, dog. I have to chew it open, I guess. Golly Moses. The cheaper the cheese, the harder to open. Anyway, Yeshua, She Channel, he was talking about what we're getting is a clean slate, and it's going to be like a do-over, and it's going to be heaven on earth, and everything I've been saying all along. And so, nice to get a confirmation from the Son of God. Of course, you can poo-poo that. You can poo-poo everything. It's like, it seems like the first thing out of everybody's mouth when you say, yes, prophet so-and-so, and they'll go, oh, false prophet. Well, they can't all be false prophets. There has to be actually some real prophets. There really has to be some. And real prophets prophesy of things that don't come to pass, but that just means they told everybody about it, and everybody prayed for it not to happen, and it didn't. It's just, that's the way it is. That's why God gives everything to his prophets first, and psychics a lot of times have a prophetic gift, and they're able to see into the future events and so forth. So don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. Listen to what they say, weigh it out, and see how it resonates with you. If it doesn't, then just park it in the back of your brain and leave it there until something else matches up with it. So that's how you do all research. So anyway, I don't know what the hell I've been talking about, but be positive, stay positive, see a positive future, paint a picture that's positive of what you want your life to be. And just hold on to that. No matter what happens, something negative happens, you just bounce back to that picture. And since we are creators, if you keep bouncing to that picture, you'll make that picture reality. That's why I was thinking when we were on Quaaludes, the real ones, the Roar 714s, Quaaludes. Coop. That drug puts you in such a positive believing mode that you just manifested beautiful, wonderful things while you were on that drug. Of course, you crashed your car and stuff, but you didn't get hurt. But anyway, it's like we were driving on the beach in Virginia, and we got stuck like 1 a.m. The cops pull in, and we're all just love, peace, love, because we're all high on Quaaludes. The cops helped us. We're not even supposed to be on the beach. They helped us out of the sand. One of them lost his watch, so a friend of mine gave him his watch, and they're all laughing, and everybody's happy. And the cop says, well, you're not supposed to sleep on the beach, but we'll tell the next crew to leave you guys alone, go ahead and sleep on the beach. And that was all because we were just in Quaalude love mode. You got to get that mode without the Quaaludes is the key, okay? Have fun.